Yes, one of those days after a cold front comes through in central Georgia, and really we begin to feel the impacts of it this afternoon. Much cooler than we've been the past couple of days. Temperatures in the 50s right now, 54 in Macon and in Warner Robins. The sensors asleep down there in Dublin, 51 in Wrightsville and Sandersville, 54 over in Sparta. But look at this, hanging on to 51 in Forsyth, 48 in Monticello, and 50 over in Thomaston. So the winds have shifted. The cold front has arrived, and now our temperatures, they're not necessarily going to fall immediately, but they're not going to warm as quickly through the afternoon hours. So we're only going to gain a couple more degrees before the day is over. Look at that, 41 still in Chattanooga, 42 in Nashville, 45 in Columbus. So that's the type of cooler air that's moving in. So you see through the day today, we only tick up a couple more degrees before we begin to cool down tonight. Some clouds begin to build in, and those clouds through the overnight hours, they're actually going to keep us from getting as cold as we possibly could. Now, don't get me wrong, it's still going to be cold outside. We're going to see temperatures in the 30s, but we're not going to see them necessarily in the low 30s and upper 20s like our atmosphere is capable of doing right now. For tomorrow afternoon, back into the mid 50s, and if you're looking for those low 30s and 20s, I think I've got some for you Wednesday morning. I know this is saying 30, 31, 32. I actually think we get into the mid 20s Wednesday morning because there is going to be nothing holding us back from cooling as much as we possibly can. And when that happens, we know how it goes here in central Georgia. We go a couple degrees colder than what Future View is showing before we rebound into the 50s for Wednesday afternoon. So I'm going with 33 for tomorrow night, and then 26 for Wednesday, 29 on Thursday. So our second hard freeze of the year likely on the way. Our first one was about a month ago. It came about right on average in October. But now our second one is on the way. It's kind of interesting. We haven't seen much of a frost this year because when we got close to those 30-degree temperatures, we had the wind around, and that prevented the frost from forming. But yes, another hard freeze, it looks like, is on the way. Now, we get to the weekend, and we're glad the freeze is coming when it is, because if it was coming when this was coming, we would be talking about something other than rain. But I am talking about rain for Friday morning on into the afternoon. Looks like it could stick around according to those most recent runs. Right back in the picture for Saturday, and then once we get into Sunday here, you guessed it, even more rain. That's at least according to the European model, the GFS backing off a little bit. Regardless, we need the rainfall in central Georgia, so we'll take it where we can get it. The timing could be a little better, but look, hey, we'll take it when we can. Down about an inch and about 3/10, an inch and 3/10 so far for the month of November. So again, we do need that. Think about putting up the Christmas lights. I'd do it within the next few days because you saw that rain on the way for the weekend. I don't think you're going to have much luck in being able to get that done this weekend. Between now and then, though, turning colder. 26 for Wednesday morning, 29 on Thursday morning. I think our coolest afternoon is going to be tomorrow afternoon around 54 before we're back in the 60s for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Speaking of 60s, that's going to be the rain chance there as well.
Thank you, Al.